for about 10 years now.
Strategically aligned with Wipro.
We were very happy with the way Wipro approached.
Wipro for over 10 years.
Comfortable going for Wipro this time also.
Meeting management expectations.
We felt that Wipro's approach is much better.
Best SAP practices were deployed.
It stands apart from
With zero deviation is a remarkable achievement.
the Wipro's positive approach, making it a success.
We thank Wipro's contribution.
Wipro will certainly be a preferred vendor for us. So Bahrain Steel is one of the only standalone pellet producer in the world. All the other pellet plants are attached to mines, and Bahrain Steel is the only company in the world which buys iron ore from other mines and processes into pellets. So it has some very unique requirements which probably other pellet producers in the world don't have. One is that it is exposed to commodity prices. So we wanted a system which would manage that exposure, the price volatility exposure. Second is that we have very unique pricing in the sense that the purchase price and the sales price are linked to benchmarks which are finalized at the end of the quarter. So until then, we have to account based on provisional prices, and only at the quarter end that we have the final prices. So we needed a system which could handle that. And thirdly, we have a very low value addition to the product. We wanted a system which had very sophisticated financial reporting and accounting capabilities. SAP's Simple Finance was something which came up. I have dealt with Wipro for about 10 years now, on and off. I used to work in Saudi Wipro, and it was also a steel industry where we implemented SAP. I think that was in 2004 or something. That time we used Wipro. It was actually a very diversified group, and we used Wipro to implement across the whole group. So we were very happy with the way Wipro approached the implementation. So we felt comfortable going for Wipro this time also. I would like to add here that we tried another vendor for one of our previous implementations in Bahrain as part of the group, and we were not very happy with the way the implementation was handled. We felt that Wipro's approach is much better. It's not a one-sided approach. Generally, vendors have a very one-sided approach. They don't care for the customer. Wipro, that way stands apart from the other vendors, that they are very customer-focused, and we have the involvement of the top senior management in the implementation, which I think makes a difference in the success of the implementation.
As part of our ramp-up initiatives, Bahrain Steel required a comprehensive solution to address its complex requirements. Automating index-based pricing procedures, bringing visibility to market volatility and risks, as well as introduction of best practices were immediate priorities for us. The solution also needed to be scalable for future expansions of Fulat Group. Additionally, integration with shipping solution and plant level 2 system for real-time production quality and maintenance data updates were mandatory. As existing application was unable to address these critical requirements, Bahrain Steel decided to move to SAP for its ERP solutions. The high-level project scope involved implementation of SAP ERP on Business Suite powered by S/4HANA, Commodity and Risk Management, SAP Global Trade Management, Simple Finance Tool, SAP Success Factors, and Fiori for mobility were implemented along with core ERP modules as part of Total Business Solutions. We as Fulat Group have been in partnership with Wipro for over 10 years in implementing and supporting SAP solutions within the group. Considering their experience in metal and mining industries, Bahrain Steel decided to strategically align with Wipro for implementation of SAP. Wipro successfully completed the project on time, meeting management expectations. Best SAP practices were deployed without diluting integrity of processes that were in place for more than 30 years within the company.
So among the products we implemented, the key for us was the commodity management, because that is the main reason we went for SAP. We already had an ERP when we decided to go for SAP, and one of the biggest weakness of that ERP was the lack of commodity management, especially managing the price risk exposure. So commodity management was a key thing which we implemented, which is probably one of the initial sites to implement this product. The other thing we went for was S/4HANA, which we are told improves the reporting capabilities of the system. The reporting is more dynamic, we're told. The information retrieval is more quicker. So that's something which we went for. And I think the whole world is moving to S/4HANA, especially the SAP platforms. And Simple Finance is something which which is probably on the horizon. It's happening. Probably we are the first ones to implement it. But we wanted to go for a product which would, improve the costing capabilities and avoid reconciling the GL and the COPA, what they used to call it before. So for us, that was very critical. So these three, I think, these three modules are something which we wanted to implement. This is our 6th SAP implementation, and I was worried the most about this implementation because we had a very knowledgeable and experienced set of users here who were very clear on the business requirements and who were very clear on their reporting requirements. So I was worried that somehow the project will not succeed, and I think that is where Wipro's project management capabilities played a hand in making it a success. First is the involvement of the senior management. They've always on top of things to make sure that the issues which were escalated were resolved quickly. Second is we were implementing Simple Finance, which was a new product, and I think all the consultants, all the vendors did not have any experience in doing that. And Wipro took a very positive approach to this implementation of the Simple Finance. They were very patient. There were so many iterations, trials and errors. SAP themselves used to change the product several times. They were releasing many new versions every time we used to have a problem. So they were also learning through the process. I think the steering committee, the way it was manned by the Wipro senior managers, the way the issues were tackled in the steering committee, I think that all led to the project success. And Wipro's positive approach definitely was a big help. Otherwise, to satisfy the users we had was a very tall task. So it's a I would say an endorsement of Wipro's project management capabilities that this project was a success.
The functional knowledge and technical expertise from Wipro was proven for all new technologies of SAP like HANA, Simple Finance, Commodity Management on EHP7, and Fiori applications for mobility. The solution audit conducted by SAP AG for commodity-related processes were cleared for go live with 0 deviations, which showcases the technical capability of our partner. The involvement of Wipro senior management was decisive in streamlining and overcoming challenges during the project. We thank Wipro's contribution for the successful completion of first S/4HANA plus Simple Finance project in the region within a short time span, which is a remarkable achievement.
From our side, of course, we had the senior manager from the CEO of Bahrain Steel actively involved in, I think, very minute details of the implementation. And he's not an easy man to please. So the fact that we could complete the project on time and meeting, I would say, 95% of the requirements talks a lot about the way this project was managed. We highly appreciate Wipro's team's dedication and efforts they have put in to make this project a success. We wish you continued success in all the projects that you execute in the region. We hope that Wipro continues to grow as it has continued to grow in the last 10 years since I first met you guys. And we look forward to doing other things with Wipro, and Wipro will certainly be a preferred vendor for us whenever we think of SAP or ERP.